Greetings and salutations, my name is Deltran. Welcome to the Friday show, filmed here in the Deltran studios in wonderful sunny Deltransville. There's some cool stuff that happened this week that I want to talk about, but first let's take a look at the week ahead. Right now we're in the beginning of the Golden Week celebration in Fire Emblem Heroes. So amongst other things, every day there's going to be a new reward map coming out featuring a different hero. You're going to see that on the cards that are coming up. So that's one thing to look forward to. On Saturday the 28th, in addition to that new reward map, we're going to get 20 more levels of the tap battles. We're also going to get our customary Revival Domains map and the Wind Blessing quests start up there. So if you haven't spent your Wind Blessing tokens, you sort of need to in order to actually go through these quests, so you can get the couple of orbs and other things that they're going to get you. On Sunday the 29th, we're going to get the last 20 levels of the tap battle going on, in addition to the map that's going to be coming out. On Monday, that's the last day for the new Tempest Trials Plus. That wraps up then, so if you're dragging your feet, I would stop doing that and get those rewards. It's a lot more obtainable now, so getting just to that 20k you need shouldn't be too bad, especially the way things are worked out, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. Then on Tuesday, May 1st, new month already, that's when the legendary banner comes out featuring Lyn, the first non-colorless archer that we've seen in the game. That's pretty exciting. A slew of other people there, so whenever that comes out, you can make with that as you will. Then on Wednesday the 2nd, we're going to have the Grand Conquest maps coming out, where as a reward you can get K's. He's actually a reward just for completing some quests, so everybody should be able to get him without a problem. Have more thoughts on the Grand Conquest coming up here in just a moment. On Thursday, what we're looking at here is a new Grand Hero battle featuring the male counterpoint of Kana, so if you are excited to grab him, that's your chance. And then lastly but not least, Friday we have a new banner, Weapon Counter Skills, so look forward to that coming out as well. And now I want to share with you guys some of the Fire Emblem Hero videos this week that came out that I loved. IDC has a speed run for us of various Fae YouTubers going through the Invisible Ties Tempest trial. Phantom Height shows us an awesome Berkut build in his video that he's got going on. Stuck in a Pool shows us ideas that we can use to build up some highly merged units with very frequently available resources, and some not so frequently. King 7 has a video out on how to continue to save all of your orbs so that you can spend them the most efficient way possible. Full disclaimer, in the beginning of that video, he does sort of give a shout out to my channel because I gave him an interview this past week, so that's a thing. And my absolute favorite video that happened this week is linked down in the comments along with those other four. Seriously, you need to go check out that other video. It is amazing. So we had our first Tempest Trials Plus, and this was something that was just really hyped up a lot on the last live stream. They announced all the changes, and they all seemed really good. And honestly, I have to say, I really liked them. Some people were very confused by the annoying try this arrow. And first of all, you can turn that off in the settings. If you haven't done that yet, I highly suggest that you do. For those of you who left it on, it's probably going to be pointing at something that is a little bit lower than your capabilities. Actually, right now, because of the adjusted difficulty especially, I am autoing Lunatic 7 with my units right here. This is probably an average run for me. Sometimes I do a lot better than this. Sometimes I go through all 4 teams. And so it's pretty embarrassing. But regardless, I've been able to reliably auto on Lunatic 7 with this. And the changes are so nice because I don't feel as burnt out afterwards. Even before, whenever I was just auto-battling to get through some of it, it just felt like such a chore. And now, with the extra changes they've done, they haven't even been that big, but just allowing all the units to get like the bonus unit bump whenever they go into combat for the first 2 times a day. The fact that there is no 20% barrier, it's just 40% for everybody now, which is really great. In the slight adjustment to the difficulty, all of it makes it so that I can actually just want to continue to playing Heroes after I do a few runs in Tempest Trials, which is great. It keeps that fun in my hand. It keeps me thinking about spending money, since that's one thing I do, and it's overall, it has been a great experience, but let me know, have you guys actually found that the enhancements to Tempest Trials have improved the game for you, or are you disappointed or just meh about it? Let me know down in the comments below. So we have another season of Grand Conquest coming out on Wednesday. That's exciting. I really enjoyed that, but then again, I was very biased because I had no lower than 15 areas on all 3 of my rounds. So, you know, I was a little ecstatic about that. But it's good to see that they're listening to feedback, and actually they're changing 3 things here that basically are things that I said that they needed to change, which is awesome. Firstly, they are condensing the range of rewards that are possible from this. One thing that a lot of people had problems with was you're limited to how you can influence each round. And so whenever you're that limited, but there's so many rewards that are out there, it's not like Tempest Trial, where you could just keep on grinding and grinding and grinding, and if you don't want to do that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, then that's your fault. If you, on the other hand, try your best and even look up all the strategies that you need to be able to min-max your points, because it's a little less straightforward than you would think, then you'll be able to, you just can't do much in the game. So they've condensed the amount of the reward scale. I don't know what it is yet personally, but the rewards are going to be a little bit different, which is nice. It makes it so that if you do lose, you're not sitting there going, you know, with all the salt in the world, saying, oh, my team sucks and we didn't get the top reward, because the top rewards were excessively lucrative, and it was unreasonably, well, actually, I like how big the rewards were, but the difference between the areas was unreasonably large, in my opinion, and I'm glad that they're condensing that. In addition, they're also going to give you 5 more levels in your Grand Conquest tiers that you can reach, which is great. I hit 20 at the end of the first match, and then I just sort of stopped playing because I ran out of spears. It was sort of sad, and they're also fixing that too. They're giving us quests where we can actually earn other spears, so that is great. That's something that helps keep you involved, keep you thinking about it, keep the field changing, and it lets people feel like they can control things a little bit more, which I think is ultimately wonderful. But after hearing these changes, what do you think? Let's talk about that down in the comments. I really think it's going to make this mode a lot better, assuming you like rival domain maps, because that hasn't changed at all. So at Nintendo, they've had a couple of neat announcements recently. They're getting a new president. I don't pronounce names well, so I'm going to skip that. They are getting a new president, and they've actually signed an agreement with Cygame. People make a Grand Blue Fantasy, and a few other games, but honestly, I'm not familiar with them. They signed an agreement with them to make and develop mobile games, and so the questions are, is this going to affect Fire Emblem Heroes at all? And I have no insider knowledge, but I could very confidently tell you no. Nothing is going to happen to Fire Emblem Heroes in one way or another because of this. First of all, it's making a lot of money. The team has been doing a great job keeping a positive view of the game within the player base, except for maybe releasing a 5th alt of Lyn, and then being able to go forward and still find different ways to get money out of us, and it shows because the popularity of the game is high. It has been winning awards, and the gross value that it's pulling in has just been climbing every single month. So this is going to stay around for a while. As far as like any kind of collaboration or something like that, adding in different units or different characters from other franchises, that's not going to happen anytime soon, at least not with Cygame. They're definitely here to make a separate game. Part of the agreement is Nintendo now owns 5% of the stock. They had to buy it, but they own 5% of the stock of Cygame, and they're going to go ahead and help them create a new mobile game, because this mobile thing's been working out really, really well for Nintendo, and I'm very happy for them, super happy for them. But they're going to keep that ball rolling. So this Nintendo news has absolutely nothing to do with Fire Emblem Heroes. So yeah. Lastly, I just want to comment that this past week has been a low productivity week for me. I'm actually starting a new job coming into this next week, so really don't expect a lot of video content from me next week either, unfortunately. I'm going to try to keep the Friday show going on, and I do have a few other things to show you guys outside of the typical build videos that I do, so I'm hoping to be able to get those together to show you, but I won't lie, I need to figure out how this is going to affect my work-life balance going going into this new job and everything, so things will be a little bit turbulent around the channel for about another week, but then I promise that I will get to more regular videos like I have been in the past. So thank you for sticking around. Sorry that I haven't been covering the new units very well. I think that's where I'm gonna end this show, so please do me a favor. If you like this video, share it with people, let people know about the Friday show. I got a lot of positive feedback in the comments last week. I'm hoping that I'm gonna get to continue this trend, so let everybody know that this is out there. Check out the videos and the card that's coming up on the screen, and if you like your Fire Emblem information hot and fresh like Grandma's cookies, hit that subscribe button. My name is Deltran. Thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate all of you. And until next time, take it easy.